Hello everyone. Welcome back to Hypermine. We're here on the Hypermine server, doing stuff, doing things, and we're figuring out what we're going to do about a recent pest problem we've got here over at the base. We come around here, you can see we have some pets. Some pets chilling where we probably don't want them to be. Does your hitbox come through at all? No. Spiky bits do not include your hitbox. So yes, welcome back everyone. We've got a little bit of a problem where there's some of you have spawned in here, which obviously is no bueno. So what I think I'm going to have to do is take the water out of there, which to be fair, I was debating doing anyway because around here I don't have the water, and I think it's just smoother for a start, and also don't have to worry about anything spawning. It just goes over, ticks upwards once in there just to go to the right height and carries over. Now I could raise this chest one as well, that's another option, make the Jaeger golem climb higher, but this is fine, and it means items come through somewhat slowly so that guy doesn't get too overwhelmed if both of these get filled all straight away. So we'll trim that out, get rid of these guys and put that in. I don't think they've really spawned here because I've been so much in this area. I've been too close for them to actually spawn here. It's just when I've been away and other people have been coming and going, they've managed to sneak in. So we start my carrots as well. I need to do some villagers soon, so that's one of the things we might start working on today, is getting some of the villagers in place. Because yeah, that's went over at the moment. But yeah, we had a good time last session getting all this sort of schematic in place. People have been nearer to age some of this, which is very nice. And I have a couple of allies here now. So those allies, I hate allies, just to be very clear about that, because they keep leaving me and abandoning me. Because over here, we have another ocean monument. And this one, I thought, you know, we can make into a very nice, very close by squid farm to get ink for our dark prismarine. That's what I've done. I've come over here and I've made my little AFK spot up here. This original design was Detroge, however you say that name. Yeah, it's a very simple one where you AFK height that they can only respawn guardians around here. Go too low, they despawn. And squids spawn here, they get lasered, and there's a laser to pick up the items and drop them in this over here. Now, there's one ally there. That's it. There were 4 allies here at one point. I don't know where the other 3 have gone. And this is why I don't like allies. They don't stay where I want them to. They keep moving, they keep going away. We just have this one now. Now, I don't know where the others are. They could be in that area around this high somewhere. They could be miles over that way. They could be miles over that way. Man, those guardians are loud despite the fact I'm way up here. But yeah, this is just a quick little farm. Literally the longest bit was getting the allays in place. Then trying to get these in here without let me in before I get lasered. Let's see, we get a bit from here, and this is just so I can make some dark prismarine easier. Yeah, that's the goal of that. But yeah, my allies just do this. Right, follow me. If I go at this speed, hopefully we can lure you back. They're on strike. Well, they've only been working, an hour. Right. You're right. You might be in range now. So hopefully not following me anymore. Okay, we might have got one back. But they're just annoying. They're just painful. Don't stay where you want them. They don't do what you want them to do. But yeah, we've got a load of black dye now, which is great. I can just keep these two over here and... What was that? That's too small for me to see. What's going on? Fireside has subscribed to tier 1 for 1 month. Couldn't resist anymore, could you? You needed that first badge, didn't you? Good to know. Good to know what the noise is. First time I've heard that noise, so thank you very much. Now I don't know what where I was going, what I was doing. I've been very flustered and confused now. Let me have some of this tea. My lovely advent calendar. I can taste the strawberry. The rest not so much. Thank you, Fireside, for getting us started. 1 of 10 apparently is our goal. But yeah, let's see. We've got some dark prismarine, which means it's time for me to start filling in the gaps up there. Which means I also need to get more used to actually using my water vator now I've got it. I have a sub goal active. Yes, I do. I think that automatically turned on. Yeah, I've got to get used to using this water vator now because I'm blocking this up. This is getting all sealed up today. And I've got to figure out a good sort of way to do this. I'm just going to... It's filled in. We should have enough to do all of the actual inner base, and we'll see how much we have for 30% off. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we how do I want to do this? That we should have enough to get all the inner interior done. No, gone forever. Get down and get that in a minute because that's more precious. Just because of the ink. Nope. Finish this line and then I'll go get that. I don't want that to be spawning. Nope. I'm gonna have to turn the haste beacon off because it's too much. Right, let's go do that now because this is going to be a recurring issue if I don't. So let's go grab a bit of iron. Yeah, haste 2 was nice when I was clearing out. I already had 1 bit of iron. Haste 2 was nice when I was clearing out down here and doing work in this area. But while I'm trying to do these detailed build, it's too much. Right, you the haste one. No. Regen and speed. Your haste. So what do we want instead? What do we want instead? We've already got regen, so we don't need that again. I might make it jump boost too. Just because that will help me get around redstone and stuff. Means I can like bounce around this sort of stuff easier. Like where we have the block and a half there. So we'll try that for a bit. I would love to not be falling into there. Right, and we can get back to building this. There we go. Jump, jump, jump. Got to really easily activate my elytra though. Where are that? So fill this in. That block that I missed from there. Now my bitrate is apparently struggling a little bit. Hopefully that's not actually as bad. Even without the beacons, it's still quite effective. I'll go get that in a minute. Yeah, hopefully everything is okay quality wise. Where do I I'm gonna start from it. I've got a good place to part of me is wondering would this be easier to do underneath with a happy card. That's fine. Did notice there's a delay on you taking damage. Oh, I'm lagging in the game. Let's see and have a look. Maybe it's just a blip. Seems fine now, so let's just keep going. Yeah, now this is all in. I'm actually going to have to not try and just fly out of here. I actually have to use what I've built. And go up the water vale when I want to get out. Got that done nice and early. I just pop that there. Yeah, there we go. That's probably a better way of doing it. Oh. Terrible at placing blocks today. Yeah, my goal today is get the floor all done on here, so this layer will be maybe not entirely sealed in because I'm not going to do the building interior today. I want to get all the Prismarine floor in. And I'll probably try and get that floor in over there as well. Hello. And then I won't be able to fly out anymore. I have to use the water data. And then yeah, we might. The other thing I might do is try and get some of the villagers over so I could start doing trades and stuff with them. Warner now. And I'm looking forward to updating the map to see how this will look when it's just got all filled in at the top. Do all this. Yeah, I think the other thing I was debating doing today is getting sand walls taken down. That's going to involve me going around with a bunch of deep slate and just building the outer wall. Okay. Nice. So done, one to go. Should just be this bit over here. And we'll do the same where we'll place a cobblestone there, just so we can get started. It's getting actually pretty dark down there now, because it's all going to be enclosed. I do wonder if I want any sort of natural light coming through. See, if it wasn't for where I built this, I think having a very shallow pool of water with glass under it could have been a nice way to have some filtered light down there. But I can't have water because these guys will spawn, as we found with the item sorter. Yeah, we'll have to do something about that. So yeah, plan today, get this dark prismarine in, needs a deep slate. Get the walls done, get a villager holding area, fix the item sorter. So a fair bit. We'll see how long it takes us, and if we get it all done. We'll probably not get the villager trading in. I reckon we'll just get a couple over into a little holding area for breeding. Future. We'll bring them over happy gassed style. I gotta figure out where exactly I want them. Because I want the traders in the big mega building that's going to be just behind me. I know where the traders are going, but where the breeder is going to go, I'm not too sure about yet. Right, there we go. How's that looking? Oh, very perfectly lined, and oh no. I don't know if you see what I see, but I see a face, and arms, and big pom-poms. That's currently what I'm seeing. So that might be a thing. Yeah, we've still got loads of dark prismarine left as well, which is good. We can go and extend the bridge some, because I don't like the risk of falling down into this thing. I don't think any of my visitors do either. So if I can position myself just here, I should be able to just shift right click all the way down. Stack on my bar. We'll see how far along this goes with this stack, and then we'll do the other stack on the other side, because I think this bridge is too long to do it all in one go. My bit rate's gone green now, so I'm taking that as a good sign. things have leveled off. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good week. It is a good Thursday. Where am I going? I wonder. I'm not going to look up till I've used the stack, just to know how long this bridge is. I reckon it's about 100 blocks. But I'll find out when I run out of either blocks or bridge. I think I'm nearing the shore. Okay, not super far. I've still actually got 2 stacks, so I might just finish this one off. At least get closer. So we get... Ah! I see someone has found the channel points. And I don't actually know if they came through very well or if they were too loud or anything. It didn't come through. It's the bot audio not working. Properties should be coming through there. Have a look. I definitely heard it. It was a pop-up in chat, so you had to press it. Fair. Twitch bits? No, Twitch channel points. I'm gonna trigger it myself. Yeah, that is not pulling audio. Let's trust it again. I think I might have fixed it.
Such devastation!
There it is.
This was not my intention!
There it is. Cool. For some reason, despite the window having the exact same name as last time, didn't recognize it on the channel thing, so... How loud was it? Do I need to turn it down is the next question. Because that's quite loud for me. Maybe a smidge. Okay, that's easy enough. We can drop that a bit. Just so it's not too deafening. Okay, yeah, we're pretty much at the end here. That's good. Place that there. I can start going back the other way. Yeah, I've got a few of those turned on now. I just found a few that were relevant to my interests and things to make me jump. I've got the creeper noise, so I'm sure that will make me jump at some point. I've also been debating the whole text-to-speech for channel points. Looking into that a little bit. Trying to find a good option for it. I don't trust that smiley face. What does that smiley face mean? Oh, no, have I gone up? Give me my blocks back. It's dark under here without the lights. I was gonna say, I also need the light up around here, and you can see why. We have a few friends. So yeah, I will need to do that at some point. The bridge is all spawn proof. I'm not worried about that. Find out when we get another 1,000 channel points. Of course. Don't know how many you have, so I don't know if that's a soon threat or a distant future threat. Yeah, we're getting there with putting all this in. Definitely going to need more Dark Prismarine for the actual build, because that's, again, if I get the time... Oh, I'm out. God, those 2 stacks went pretty quick, actually. Don't me worry about that. Okay, got you there. Alright, let's go back. So, what do we want to do first? Do we want to do villages? Do we want to do the walls? Villages or walls? Let's prep a villager area, I think. And that's probably the next best thing to start with. Let's pop our Prismarine away. A bit framey here now, I've noticed. curious what's causing that. Okay, what do we want to do our villager hall out of, and where do we want it? Where do we want to put it? Go up top and have a little looking plan about where it could go. Whoop. So this is going to be goods and services, so not over here. Because I'm thinking this is going to be the car park, so I'm going to try and build some vehicle builds in there, so we probably don't want it in there. I'm wondering if over in this area might be a good one. I think maybe in this, I don't know. I want to be able to, if this is the goods and services and where my storage room is, I'm going to want to be able to do trades quickly. So I'm thinking my main villages are actually going to be traded down there. So maybe over in this section is where we build the villager breeder. And it's probably a smart place to put it in this case. Maybe tucked into this corner because then it's more central to move things up and down. Okay, so we need some blocks. Because I need to determine what the floor up there is going to look like. Why are you in here? You should be in here. So what do I want? What do I want? I'm going to want glass so I can see the villagers. I'm going to need the beds to put the villagers in. Nope. Do I have any beds pre-made? Don't think so. So let's grab some wood. See if I've got any. I need to get some tree farmage going soon because I'm actually doing. I'm okay on wood. I've got enough for now, but I'm definitely going to be running out. Cool. And wool is here. Whoops. I do find that an always a really weird interaction. How item frames all not technically in the block. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't remember the exact layout for a villager breeder, so what I'm going to do is just get the basics of it in place for now. You put those somewhere. Well, I figure out what I want the sort of corporate smoothness to be. Now, do I want it to be concrete? I probably want a nice smooth colour. So I have a load of terracotta. And white terracotta is not going to do it, neither is grey. I don't really want the colours. Other than maybe blue. Blue's quite a nice dark colour. That might do for a trim. What if we do that with stripped pale oak? And then let's grab for the walls, we want them to not be quite as dark as exterior walls. And we do want them, I think having stone bricks is going to be a bit too medieval. So maybe white on white is going to be a bit much. Polished andesite might be the way to go. Let's make a bit more of that and just see that's looking if we go then. Whoop. Lovely. And yeah, I definitely want to put an entrance up there so I can run straight across. Out. Come over here. Should have bought some blocks of this, but I didn't because I'm a fool. So for now, I'm going to extend this outwards. So if this is the floor block, I go one more. I'll make it a 5 wide corridor. Actually, if you can fit, I want to trim with the blue. Don't have my axe on me. Add that in a second. How would this look as a idea of combination blocks? Now I've put this in and I can already have an idea going on depending on the options of wall blocks I have. Yeah, this will be an employee only entrance. So it doesn't have to be fancy and, you know, dramatically appealing. This isn't where visitors would come in. I definitely like the stripped oak. I think that's a good call. Just run this down all the way now. Yeah, I don't think I want a full wall of the andesite, but having this bit at the bottom and then, yeah, I think this is going to be too much. That's going to be too much, but what I'm thinking, if we put a different wall block along there, it will look quite nice. Yeah, I think that's an okay design for this. We can then sort of extend this maybe like this. If we put some sort of window there, you know, this come out just a little bit wider. Have this be some sort of, what would you call how do you what, like meeting point or congregation area? Put a water cooler in front of the nice water. I'm going to fix that before it annoys me. It just widens out a bit there. So we have one room there, one room here. Mirror this on this side, so we're actually coming here. And that's actually all we're doing. Coming all the way across, one in. Just expanding this out. Nice, and that's going to be quite thin on this side, so this will probably be an entrance here. Let me just put the wall in place. Now how we'll do the wall stuff on these corners, I'm not sure. Figure something out. Could have a door there. This can carry on to another section. I've also got to figure out how I'm lighting this. Maybe I could put that into the wall. But yeah, at some point here we need a door. Probably around here. Then do we want to mirror that? No, we probably want them to be different staggered doors. So we'll have the window here. There we go. Window there out to this little grassy area. We'll have this room here, which is where we're going to put the villager breeder for now. And we'll put, probably if we put the, whoa. Oh, don't want to be here. If we put the breeder in sort of this section, we can have a elevator system here. Take them down here. Because like I said, I think having the villagers over somewhere like this, or even back here, against sort of like where these bricks would be, probably a good place for them. So bring them straight down from there is nice. I think that's a good hallway design. Let's have a look while we're down here at our wall options. So I can do a diorite wall, which would be a bit dirty. I wish, I'm 90% sure, but I can't do anything with calcite, can I? No. Otherwise I would have loved to have done that. Because I don't want it to be super clean. I don't want it to be super messy. Now, can you make polished andesite walls? And do they still have the blocky bit? No, you cannot. I think that was the point. So what if we do andesite walls? Polished tough might also be a shout. Might make some of those. Let's make some andesite walls and some polished tough and compare. Andesite wall and polished tough. Now my worry with the polished tough is it's going to be too dark. And then my worry with the andesite is it's going to look too gritty. But we'll plug those in and see how they look. So let's do this side as andesite. And I'll have to figure out something to do. Whoops. This is the other good thing about jump boost. I can actually build walls easier. We'll just do this for now. We probably won't stick with it because there'll be a door here. So, okay, and then we'll do the polished tough over here. So, now my worry is this is going to be too dark. But which one's going to look better is the answer I'm looking for here. Ooh, so yeah, that keeps the cube, the sort of squared off design. This is a lot smoother. This almost feels tighter, like closer, as that feels more open. Despite the fact I'm in the very middle, this side feels a lot closer than that side. It's a weird effect. You just fix that so that it's all flat. Yeah, if I'm smack in the middle, that does feel closer, which is very odd. Like even now I'm slightly over to the side, that still feels closer. Weird. Okay. So it's at that I'm preferring this, and what I'm thinking is I could use the tough, not the wall, but the actual block as the roof, because then we have that squared appearance that sort of almost feels like those tiles you get in offices. Let's grab some of those so I can show what I mean. So I don't have any pre-made, so I'll make a stack. I do have, no, that's andesite, and I will grab a bit of this to make walls. Stack of walls, and we'll make a stack of, well, there's 2 stacks of tough slabs. We're only going to need half, and then what I can do is put sea lanterns in the roof. I'm trying really hard to resist keep flying up, but remember I have this water feature specifically for this. So yeah, if we come in here, pick all this out. We'll probably do the thing where we'll put in some things that look like a water cooler, the little office plants that you get, things like that, sort of give it a bit more life. We're just figuring out, again, I'm not doing this in creative mode because I want to figure this out on the server. One, because it shows what materials I've actually got on me rather than needing to go out and get a bunch. And two, I think it's just more fun for me to do it this way. Yeah, one more. Is that high enough? Do I need to go one higher? I think I might need to go one higher. Yeah, we'll go one higher. Trying to not be as confined as I usually am with my builds. I'm trying to make sure I do this on a bigger scale. Right, so then we'll put this in. Fill in this side of the wall as well. So just enough. Yep. We will just install these all the way along. There's the roof. Figure out where we want to place the gaps for lighting. Because do I want it super lit up for that super bright, almost fake look? Or do I want it dim and grungy? So it depends how far we're going to be spacing these out. If we get, including this little circular section all laid out, we can see exactly the area we want to work with. We do need to come out this far if we're using walls. We might not need to come out to there because we'll have the window, but do it just for now. I'm going to run out of this tuff though, but I should almost enough to get a good view of how this is coming together. Yeah, I think we definitely needed that extra block of height. We take these out. Now, we are an odd number, so we can either have them this. I think that's probably going to be the right way, and I think we're going to try the super bright method first. Every 3 blocks. Pop these in. Take torch out. So what block light does that give us around here? That gives us block light 8, 9, 8, 9, 7. 7 seems to be the dimmest this gets. Once you're in this little section. Yeah. I do wonder actually. Do I want to top and tail it like this? I think that looks better. I think that does look better having it top and tailed rather than this just straight flat up with the weird overhang at the top. So let's change all that. And we're getting a very, apart from the lights, a very grey corporate feel. They've put a bit of splash of colour down at the bottom with the little blue, just a little pop of colour here and there. You know, we're very human friendly here. So I think that works. Then through here we will have our first actual build. So let's get that in place. Just gonna for now I'm just gonna do this all pale oak in texture and detail and later. This one specifically. If I could place blocks correctly the right way. Give me that. Yeah, I will probably have to go get more pale oak. Oh, I'm terrible at this. I also really should go get my axe. Now, please. I've got loads of me actually. I should have enough to finish this room off at least. So ready to go grab our guys. We get our gas and bring them over. We've not actually tried moving villagers with the new ghast yet, but I'm looking forward to actually just being able to fly them right over. One more? Two more. It's not, I don't think it's going to stay this sterile, this room. It is going to need some more stuff around it. And, you know, we're probably actually going to do something like this. So we don't have the deep slate be the final wall. We'll probably do something more like this. So we're getting this room inside, so we'll take all this back one block. Sort of like how we did over here. The deep slate isn't the main thing. I don't want it to be too dark inside. White concrete or mushroom stem to give it a little shading. That's probably what I will do, especially where mushroom stem gives it that sort of off brown look. Same with white terracotta, but I don't have mushroom stem and that doesn't sound fun to get, so that's a later problem. Hello, do you mind? Oh, I should have checked this before I built my item storage down here, shouldn't I? Whoopsie doodles. Okay, let's go build a holding cell for our villagers. Just a temporary one for now. As once I get the villagers in as well, I can start trading and building more specific things for them. So I know this isn't going to be massive, but I know it's going to be roughly this size once we actually get it built up. So what I'll do for now is let's do this. So my silk touch. Yes, cool. Don't want to waste that glass. Yeah, for now we can just do this to get in. We'll obviously make an exact space for it in a bit. That should be fine, except my one slight concern about them getting hit by lightning. Do I have any torches? Yes, I do. So what I'll do for that is real quickly just pop this in. Now I'm going to leave the middle open so I can lower the boat in through there. Just going to pop a torch there just in case. Right, we know what we're doing now. We're going to go get some friends. We need a couple of boats. Well, I need a boat because I'm probably only going to do, or can only do one trip at a time because I only will have one ghast. Do I have any pre-made boats? Probably not. As I stuck them over here. I do. There's a boat. And I need some leads. Let's go get our villagers. And our happy ghast. Don't think I have a snowball over here, so I'll have to pick one up while I'm over there. So I didn't bring my shovel, but oh well. And then I have to get my happy ghast. Although getting him shouldn't be too hard. I should just be able to fly up and right click on him. I probably don't actually need the snowball. Although leashing the boat might be a bit of a hassle. We'll figure that out. I'm also trying to figure out how I can get 2 villages at once, because my villages are on a mountain. So what I'm thinking, I've got this calcite on me. Where's somewhere I could boat down to quite easily? Down here. Then I go this. I should be able to boat into there. So grab my villagers. Grab one villager, boat him out, put him there. Grab another villager, boat him out, put him there. Then work that down. Just need one of you, please. There we go. Just one of you, I said. Some of hitboxes so I don't kill them. One of you. One of. One of you. Let's try this again. Turn the boat around. Here. You're so close. I can't get in the glide mode. There we go. I nudge you just a bit. Just a bit. Man, you're in. You don't want to move. Look at this guy. He's a fighter. Oh. Right, fine, let's take that boat out so I can pull that in there. Right. 1. Put the door back. And now we should be able to just ride you out of here. You thought this would be easy? What do you mean? This is way easier than it used to be. I'm not having to build a massive minecart over there for a start. Right, so you are now in. I then break this boat. I fly out through here. Then I realise I've not left myself a way to get up. That, and we're going to go find where that other villager went. He disappeared through the painting. Oh, there he is. Perfect. Be able to just nudge the boat into him. Okay. See? Easy! Right, then we drive this down into the hole. We both get in. I grab my ghast. We leash you all together. And then we set sail to your new home. That's... Boop. Right, you're both in there? Hey, second. By the time I get the ghast. Where is he? There he is. Come in at an angle, I think. Come here, you. There we go. Down we go. And we'll get this guy down. Grab our villager friends. Then boat them on over. We will have everything we need. So, down. Coming down. That guy's not gotten in the boat annoyingly. So we're going to leash you. Cool, you're leashed. We'll nudge our other guy so he gets in the boat. Man, he does not want to go in that boat, does he? Back the boat up then. Right, he's in. Now, if I... Nope. There we go. So, no, that's done it the wrong way around. Come here. Right, let me get out. Go. Right. Then I think I need to... Now I've got the boat. Yeah. There we go, there we go. Oh no. No. Go up. Right, have we got them? I believe we do. We do! We got our guys! Now we go deliver them. Na, 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 na. Yeah, this is way better than having to build a load of rail tracks or trying to boat them around the ocean. Although boating them around the ocean one at a time might have been quicker. But this way we can get them straight dropped onto where we want them rather than we get them to the temple via whatever waterway and then have to figure out how to get them on land. This way we can just drop them straight down onto where we need them to be. But remember, the way I'm looking is the way he goes. Looking down, he will go down. So we do want to be looking up a bit. See him down there. Imagine you're just living your life and then someone just puts you in a boat and then starts flying you away. It's like a horrible kidnap hot air balloon of a creature that usually spits fireballs in. That's not fun. Right, let's crack open my drink. Satisfying. As we're flying over. What? Sunny daytime. I think looking at that pillar, which is my scaffolding pillar, making that bigger. Oh, sorry, building to that height. Probably about where we want to end up when we get around to finishing the build of this. Because that's how high it is to really help stop anything spawning. Anything below it. And that's probably the goal. I like how the arch looks in the low render with distance horizon. It looks good and chunky. But like from enough of a distance that it's a good chunky. Looking forward to when the bridge is fully done. Still a while away, unfortunately. While we're doing this, let's just that. And we can start heading down to the build. Once we're in, we can drop these guys off, give them some food. They'll make some babies, and we'll figure out the way that we want to move them around the base later. Because yeah, I've got the mix where I'd like the villagers in the main build, but I also, because that makes sense, that looks good. That's where you'd logically have them working in the mega structure, but also it is easy to have them down near my storage room and the farms, so I just have them at hand to grab stuff as and when. So maybe I'll do something like the enchanters. The enchanters are upstairs because they're smart, they're bookish, they're keeping records and doing things for the industry. Whereas the more worker ones, you're not going to have a farmer somewhere like this logically. This isn't a agricultural industry going on here, so we can have the farmers and stuff down the stairs. Probably going to be what we sort of end up going with. Okay, we're coming in. We can see everything's starting to load in. We're in range now to try and drop these guys in. I don't remember. I think you need shears to break the tether, so I might just have to break the boat once they're in. Oh, that way you can see all the guardians spawning because I'm actually high enough up that I'm not loading the things below, which is why I said being up there on that pillar does help spawns. Yeah, I mean this is slow, but it's easy. I think that's the main thing here. It's slow, but it's not difficult. I'm gonna freak out for a second. Okay, I need to go slowly. Now, my problem I've also realized is as soon as I get off, he's gonna try and fly away. So I'm gonna have to be very, very quick breaking this boat. Oh no. Okay, right, we're gonna need the shears. We are gonna need the shears. I don't think I've got any fences to... Oh god. Okay, actually, this might work in our favour. Because if I do this, I can hit the boat, and they're okay. They're okay. Whew. It's just not gonna worry about it. You're fine. You guys are fine, right? Yeah, we're all good. Everything is perfectly fine. Now I could fly out of here. Okay. Cool, don't worry, I'll get you some food to make up for your rough landing. Yeesh. Dangerous. Next time, bring shears. Do I have some... we got carrots. So we'll give them those for now. That way they can just start making some extras on the side before we put them in a proper, you know, efficient breeder. So we have a few villagers to start working with here. Hello, friends. Here are your carrots. You gonna grab those? Okay, cool. So yeah, they got a few beds in there. They got carrots in there. They're throwing the carrots on the floor. Come on, share your carrots. Make some babies. Sorry, I'll give you some privacy. Over here. We'll just wait here in a little bit. Give them a moment. Sorry. They're still going. We'll leave them be. They're just swapping carrots now. They're just trading carrots. Let's leave them alone. They'll do something in time, so that's fine. Cool. So now, the next thing to work on. Now we got the Dark Prismarine in and the villager. Start this up. There we go. We got a baby. Nice. Is getting rid of all the sand. Oh boy. It's going to be a big one. Yeah, I want to replace it all with stone, deep slate brick. All the way around. I don't have any in here. I have 20 in here. Cool. So yeah, we're going to need to make a lot of that into... you know, I'm just going to call this whole shulker box it, because we're going to need a lot. So I'm not going to be like, oh, maybe we won't know. We're going to need a lot. I'm just going to make everything that we had there into it. And we're going to fill it out. Now, it is going to be textured. It's going to be have windows and stuff put in later, as well as like a couple of entrances. But I just want to get it all in. I can get rid of the sand and actually, you know, have it start built up. That's what we're doing next. We're just going to be going around this outer edge. Well, that's just fine. We're just going to swim down and try and build up like so. We do 2 at a time, which hopefully won't take us too long. Yeah, and while I'm doing that, I hope everyone is having, oh look at that, having a good week. Looking forward to the weekend. We're in the lead up to the festive period now. So it's all go, doing family stuff, getting presents sorted, running around, making sure everything's going to be met on time. It's all very busy. But hopefully, a good Christmas. New Year and all of that. I do want to, I think I should be good to stream my regular days, except for maybe the week of Christmas. Because I do want to get Merry Chrysler more into the actual rhythm. And I think Tuesday, Thursdays is a acceptable amount. It's not a overworking amount, it's just a nice start, I think. I want to do this more often. And it does definitely help that the server's gotten more active again. It's very, very nice to be doing stuff with people again on here. Being able to chat, being able to build, being able to do this with the farms. Good stuff. And there's some nice motivational builds going on to aspire to and build and match. That's what's inspired this. Like, my first build I started in the server, the giant clouds, I will get around to at some point finishing it, but it just feels very repetitive in a not fun way. Building the clouds is just a bit eh. Building the stuff that's on them's alright, but they're very simple builds. And this is repetitive in a different way because it's structurally repetitive, whereas the clouds need to be a bit more chaotic and natural, but you can't just be chaos and natural with them. You need to put thought into how it will look chaotic without actually being chaotic, and it's that. And then the small little villa sections that I'm working on, I think I made them too small. I think I've tried to build a very cramped build, which is why I think when I get around to finishing them off, they're all going to be exterior only. It's going to be very much a facade of a town or city, whereas this, I think I'm working on a good size that I don't need to worry about a lot of that stuff. It's all because of the pure scale of the Guardian area. I'm made to work on a big scale. I'm not going to make the mistake of going too small. Oh yeah, I definitely am going to need like so much more because I've only done this much. I'm already for about half of what I had, so yeah, we're going to use a lot of it. But we'll get this side done at least, because this is the approaching side. This is the side people are going to be coming up towards via the bridge. And I want to figure out what I want to do for the lip. This wall, because I want something on this level. It's why I've put the buildings all in one. Ooh, hello. I've put all the buildings and stuff back offset by where the sand is still, so that I can put something else there. I just haven't decided what yet. So yeah, we can get all this in. We're not going to worry about that because we can make that look good later. I think I definitely gonna need to go do some more mining off camera. More strip mining. I've got strip mine down below the space now because yeah, we're using a lot of it for the wall, we're using a lot of it for the interior, we're using a lot of it for the bridge. Being attacked by the phantoms. I'm not sleeping. It's fine. Don't need to sleep. Got other people on the server to do that for me. But in the midnight oil, I'm working. Trying to get things done. Yeah, time to sleep. Most of the time I'm moving around so quick. I'm either underground or, especially now I've got the roof in here. Being night doesn't actually matter as much. That's nice for me. Oh, this should connect to the bridge as well. Let's get rid of you because you're going to look weird. Don't. Good for me. It is good for me. Yeah, some of us made sure to make our place spawn-proof. Because I did not want to be dealing with enemies while I was doing this. I say spawn-proof. It's spawn-proof apart from the two big water pillars, which are constantly spawning things to go die. I had round as well. We do get those spawning around here. think we're okay at the moment. Yeah, drown definitely do spawn outside this wall. Even more reason to get it built so they can't get in. And forever I'm going to do this design of the lip. Because I could put some form of light in it. Let's have a big circular light. And now part of me is wondering, do I put a big circular light using either copper bulbs or redstone lamps that's just spinning around the whole thing? And that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Why do I hear a wandering... Wait, is he just the other side of this wall? Okay. How do I hear a wandering trader when I'm underwater? I was about to be very confused where he was. Where he is does actually make sense. Oh, here we go. We've hit the wall. Or the bridge, should I say. He's definitely going to be eating through a lot of my deep state doing this, but it'll be good when it is all done. I'm stuck on my egg, so lower. Well, that's one corner done. Scrubbing, or scubaing, I'm assuming that you mean. I mean, yeah, I don't know what his hobbies are. He could be scubaing. There's no R in there. Scoobing. But if he wants to come work and clean off all the algae and slime from being in this much of a watery biome, he's welcome to. I'm not gonna complain about that. Yeah, I think call it here on this side, and to start working on this side a bit more, because we are about to run out. In fact, let's just go stock up. Let's just go see how far we can get with the current deep state we've got. Definitely am going to go mining. There's some more stacks in here. Not that many. Yeah, we'll just see how far we can get. It'll be interesting to see my deep slate statistics when this is all done. Very much the block that I'm using. Nice. Okay, right, that's all our deep slate being used. Yep. How far did I come this way? We'll fill these two in on this side, just so we're at least you can help gather that. Gather to break down again. Yeah. I mean, it's been good for me because I needed more diamonds because I keep spending them at Oni's shulker shop. I needed more diamonds anyway, so it's a good way for me to actually go do some mining. You know, give take. I just wish you could insta-mine it with haste 2. It's my biggest... Wish we had that. Also realised I just set my ghast loose and I just kind of left him. I don't know where he's actually gone. I can hear him. You're very loud because of how far away you are. He's just around here now. Right, let's go finish over this side. A bit under there. Am I flying? No. Whee, down we go. Let's see how far around this side we can get, and we will take out all the sand, which will be a nice refill on my sand supply. There's a lot of it. It's just here taking up the walls. You can see how many stacks I'm using on the deep slate. I would like to put, similar to the bridge, some sea lanterns in the wall at points. Maybe it's like strips going up. Because yeah, strips going up, 3 wides, that kind of thing. It's that one. And we'll go back down. And we go back up. Place the blocks. We run out of blocks, so we get some more and replace those blocks. Ooh, missed one. There we go. How many we've got? A few more. We hopefully will reach the single block of section, the full diagonal. This, because then I know what I'm going up to. And then we get the joy of watching lots of sand break, which is always a enjoyable thing to watch it all come cascading down and actually have a warden. Oh, you've started in your archers. I may come have a look in a bit. Because yeah, I've flown in a way that I can obviously see what you're doing, but that's for distant horizons, which take out some of the detail. It'd be nice to actually come see it in game. Live until I'm done with this to get some good looking archers then. Sure, it looks great though. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh, missed one. But I missed one. Listen, I keep missing them on this one for some reason. Yeah, we should reach there. Yeah, I'm definitely toying with the idea of having some sort of signal that runs around the entire edge, generating a spinning light. I like that idea. I've just got to figure a way to do it that will keep running if the area gets loaded and unloaded. Because I don't know if minecarts lose their momentum, but I think redstone might lose its signal if I don't do it the right way. I have to have a think about how I'm gonna do that. Also, if I want it out of copper bulbs versus redstone lamps. But I think it would look cool either way, having that movement and motion. Hey, another way I could do it is if I had pistons pushing to uncover just any sort of light and just moving a block, but I've still got the issue of making sure the signal doesn't get lost at any point. Good. Oh, it's going to be just enough, I think, to get to the full diagonal line. Oops. I've seen maybe my favorite update about the spear that's coming in the next update. Oh, it can attack through grass, like it won't break the tall grass when you tank into it, which, I'm so about that. I'm so tired of when you attack with a sword and you don't hit the enemy, you instead just break some grass that's in front of you. It's like, hate that. So the fact that is not going to be part of the spear means I might have to actually change my weapon for the first time in, well, forever really. Right, so we've got 42 left. That should be enough to do a bit here. Not enough to get it done, but enough to make a dent in it. So close. Oh, okay, just off. Right. So from here, we can go remove this sand. So if I do this, we can just start unveiling the wall behind it. Look at that. So aim my torches back while I'm at it, because I don't have that many on me, so don't want to be using them all up. We're just, get this all taken down. At least this half that we've now gotten done. Although I don't think it's even half. I think it's more about a bit more than a quarter. It's about a third probably. This actual wall. Good stuff. got to keep an eye on my inventory for sand as well. I'm not too worried because obviously I just placed all the steep states, so I know roughly how much it will take. But just to be safe, keep an eye. Get all that sand back. Don't have any immediate use for it, but having it back is just going to be nice in general. Whee! Also, do you have anything interesting, my dude? Oh, a fortune. What? That? See, day one. Day one, that could be quite nice. Everything else is, again, pound hanging moss. If you haven't found them, that could be quite nice. Rooted dirt's quite a good one. I might do that because rooted dirt is a pain in the backside to get. So I might actually take him up on that one. Just because you either have to go get it from underneath azalea trees, or you need to get it from growing azalea trees. Don't really have a place for rooted dirt at the moment. Let's put it in with the moss. Makes sense. And we'll deposit our current sand. And we'll carry on getting rid of it. It's going to be quite an interesting shift, I think, going from this bright colour that we've been getting used to as the wall. I'll just be going at all our villagers. It's hilarious, it is. Genuinely probably one of my favourite bits that's come out of Hermitcraft, like ever, let alone this season. Oh, I didn't quite do that one. I do also like them as type of shiz. That does amuse me. Shizzle man. Which is back. I've put that one on the block so I can't break the next block. I also have all my sand falling down here. Shiz is the school in Wicked. Really? I had no idea. I've not seen Wicked. I did not know that was the name of it. I think that the word shiz just makes me think of faux shiz and where the rest of that sentence goes. Oh, put the block again, so I can't break that one. Now I can. How are we doing inventory wise? Still good? Still good. Getting there. I need to check how far around I can go. I can go to the first double. Do all these single ones now. All the single sand blocks? All the single sand blocks. I'm also going to enjoy this one's you shiz. Interesting. Again, it sounds like a slang word rather than a fantasy word. You know, there isn't too much difference between them when you really think about it. Getting there. Oh, that's my AFK chamber that's going to be broken, I've just realised. So that's now going to be exposed on the other side. Yeah, I'm going to have to make a new AFK chamber at some point then. Oh no! Here it comes. I'm going to quickly do that. Okay, I think we're okay. That shouldn't get anything important. Good. Okay, we need to go patch that up. Get the bubble vator up. I think that's going to be quicker than riding the water. We're going to just pop this back there. We'll jump down here though. Nice quick way back. And yeah, there we go. Oh, that's... Yeah, that feels much darker already now. Does it make you feel better? I have to tell you, it's the capital of Gilkin, promising the land of Oz. See, I know that last one, the land of Oz. Land of Gherkin, the land of Oz. That one's full. That one's not full. Let's stick you in the overflow. But yeah, okay, we've got walls actually in there. At least for a section. Let's fly up and have a look how we're doing. Actually, I think that probably is about a third. Maybe a little less. More than a quarter. I think a little bit more, a little bit less. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Look, let's go find the map. Go right. Jammed the thing. Did I put it in one of you? I did. Oh. There's the good one. Nope. Last one, isn't it? Yep. This one. There we go. You can even see some of the... Let's get some of the a bit of light. Yeah, you can see the sand border going away. You can see where we started building some of the other stuff. You can see where the... Interesting that the dark prismarine is lighter on the map than just prismarine, but appears to be darker than prismarine bricks. That's fun. Interesting little... I'll put you down here just so I know you're the good one. Okay, so right, what on our checklist had we had to do? We had to get the dark prismarine in. We have done that. We wanted to get our villagers moved over. We have got them. Let's see if they've got any more babies. And we wanted to do the wall, which, whew, oh, I need a lot more deep state before I'm going to do the wall. So that's now on a bit of a pause. How many are in there now? Just 3, 4? 4 it looks like. That's still good. They are definitely multiplying, which is the main thing. I need to experiment putting these lawns in, because I want those to look nice. I need to build some form of wall, ironically, a wall around that. But yeah, let's design this then. Let's go down, go to our lighting chest. And let's go to my copper chest. Also doesn't seem to have many. Where else could I? Have any redstone lamps? 10, that's not many. But just so we can get an idea. We can work on it. So, if we have redstone... Yeah, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Because usually when you have a minecart activating lamps, you have it so the minecart goes over the lamps rather than under them. Because I don't think you have rails with an observer pointing at them. I don't think having a minecart roll over it causes that to go. I don't think it detects the minecart because the minecart's an entity. Yeah, it doesn't. Cool. Science! So we can't do that. What we could do, which I don't like, is observer line, because that's going to be super expensive and super laggy. Because what that would look like is have our lamps, and then we just have observers going like this, then them. Because if you had that, you could then bring I need a repeater just to delay this a bit. That's ticking too fast. It's also double pulsing, which isn't great. But yeah, that's the sort of general idea. You'd have that going around like so. But yeah, you can see for every lamp I need 2 observers. That's not even counting how I do corners. What I could do actually, which I think might be a nice way of doing it, is if I did this. This might work. I'm just putting that there. Oh, using these as just building blocks now, which is stupid. But yeah, if we do this for now, but have a repeater just to really slow this down. Done with me. I need this here. That tends to pulse through. That tends to pulse through. So it's going a bit quick. So, but we didn't have any of this. Just had. Are you looping? Oh, yeah, it's whenever I put a block down. If we had instead that. So, the block there goes through. Let that clear. But you there, you just kind of get stuck on. But if I made this big enough, it should, take a while for that signal to go all the way through. Just interesting that it stays on for that long. Because you can see, it's just flickering, which is interesting. But that might be the design we have to use. So turn this one off. Do turn off. Okay, so I think that's how we'll do it. If that will keep constantly working, I don't know. I don't know if it could have a little hiccup in the system. I might put something like a daylight sensor in it, just as a restart device, if it ever gets stuck. Okay, so that works, and then I can use slabs around it. How are we doing on slabs? They're tile slabs, brick slabs, wall, stairs. That's probably going to be good. Right. Let's head up. Figure this out. Because we're doing this on curves as well. I'm going to get phantomed. Let's not do that. Let's not get phantomed. We're going to behave ourselves. Go. Right. So this is the gap where we're going to have them. So, for example, we'd want a light here with this either side, and probably something like this along the front of it. Okay, that's annoying that it joins up like that. I don't like that. What if I did there? Then we'd have an observer. No, we don't need it. We don't want it like that. It needs to be lower. Snaps. Whoop. Now then, a tiny hole. Once again, because the observers are going to be at the same level as these, so it'd have to be like that. Now this would pick up the observer, and the next lamp we don't want to cover would logically then be here. We then want an observer coming off that, and then we get this problem. So this is the other problem, is getting it to work on the curve. Ooh, okay, it's going to be trickier than I thought. Yeah, getting it to work on the curve is going to be interesting. Because it's a it's a 2 wide structure that kind of needs to feed off the previous 2 wide structure. Like, it's a 3 wide structure because I need that pointed into that, which then goes into there. Unless the other way I can do it is get rid of that, and if I put a solid block, I don't have any, but for the thing here, will that actually pick up? Because again, if I do this here, this one we can have there. So if I place if I place that there, and then break this all down that hole again. Really should fill that in. Right. Now if I break this block, if these all turn it on, then it's worked. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works then. We can just put a solid block there and it will send the signal through. I can do it on a diagonal. Cool. Now, would that be better? Do it for a solid block. I can't do it here because that needs to be there, because we're having stairs in front of these. Although, do we actually don't do the other way around? So we have stairs in front of the observers, so they're hidden. And then we do walls in front of the lanterns with these either side. That gives it a bit of defensive look. It means when we do that, we get the light goes through. Okay, cool. So that's the design we're going to have to be doing around the whole length. I think having the gap's going to look good. I need a lot of lamps. I need a lot of observers. If this is going to go all the way around. So this one, for example, is tricky because it would be here. So I need to put the observer there with a full block. Again, going there. So we wouldn't actually have an observer here. We could push this back again, which we might be doing. I'll have to have a think about how that's going to line up. Yeah, we'd have a wall here. We'd have wall there because that's there with the observer pointing into that. We need an observer here. We'll block there because there'll be a lantern here. We'll need to do the same again where we put a block here. There. Doing the exact diagonal is going to be tricky because this is a 2 wide. So actually, you know, I'm gonna have to move this building a bit. Cool. So yeah, that's not going to be actually. These are going to be stairs blocking a observer from going. These are going to be there, there, and again we've put 4 blocks around those, and that should go around. We top them with these, and then we'll do something on the other side as well. I think, yeah, if I get this wall in as well, that will show me how far out I need to come, because now I'm pushing in. I'm going to be pushing in slightly on the builds, so the walls are going to need the end. This is going to have to be pushed in 1 at least. This is currently sand from about there. I have to push this back, which means this is not going to be. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have done the floor, because now I'm going to have to figure out the whole move thing. Okay, right, let's do that then before I get off. Right, I'm out of lamps, so let's go get some placeholder blocks. Now, if I don't have a bunch of glowstone, I have some. Might have some more over here. No. So I can make some more lamps. That's fine. We shouldn't need 10 blocks of those. We might run out of observers, but that's fine. Cool. So let's map this out. So there'll be a gap there, the lamp there, gap there, lamp, gap, lamp, gap, gap, doing these diagonals is going to be the tricky bit. Definitely need the pull the wall in one. Next lamp will be there. There. That'll be how those are spaced. Means this shouldn't be too bad, because I can just do this. I've just pushed it in 1 extra block, but now it is slightly off. Ow! Oof. I like smacked the floor. I felt like I came down really quick there. I do want to get these blast furnaces because they are expensive. Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about having to push it back any more than that. Unless... Ooh, I might actually have to, because how will I do the observer part now? Because I need the observer pointed into the lamp. Actually, having this extra space is good because it means it can actually work. So I need you pointed into these. But then there's not gonna... How do I get them to go that way? We're gonna have to do a test. Science. Do I have? I do. There's some target blocks. And I know target blocks do things with signals. If I do that into that, what does that do? Nothing. Cool. So what I need to do instead is okay, that works. But I do also think just having that would also work. Yeah. So I can use the wall that I'm building here to send the signal through just with a bit of redstone. So this decorative wall is actually going to be a building wall. But that means I've pushed it in 2 now and we're really moving this thing. Because the comparison on the other side would be if I've pushed this in 2 would be here. Which is a lot smaller. And it will look weird from the outside if it doesn't all line up. Okay, so what do I do in this case? Do I shift the whole thing 2 blocks this way? Which would change the shape of these things, and that means I have to move that whole road. Do I just make it slightly squiffed on this side? Do I have this in a bit be smaller and then have this sort of curve over it? So like the building kind of goes up a couple, like following this wall. I'm only doing this with walls because I don't have 4 blocks. I can hear you drowned. There you are. Then come out. And eventually come up to this height with like a little bit of an indent. I mean, that might look interesting, having the indent, the lights built into it. I might do that. So I don't have to, 1, I don't have to move the whole damn thing. And 2, it means like it has a bit of a different shape here. And I'll just have this pushed in here. So if I break these, I can put the blast furnaces in. And that's just cut off in this corner in general. Like so. Because I don't think you'll really notice it in here. You won't be like, oh, where's the space for this gone? Like where these are have theirs around them. Though we'll probably do it. Thinking about it. There's meant to be a light here. I was like, something's off here. There's meant to be a light here. Is that right? No, the light's meant to be there. Cool. So that's where the observer is. There's technically no block here. So we can do just walls around these. Which would let light through. You'd still get the lighting up. Then put a solid tile block between each one. Have you fixed the blast furnace floor yet? It's fine. There's nothing wrong with the blast furnace floor. It's working as intended. Whoever can be the most lazy. Yeah, exactly. I might even take the walls out here. Could replace them with some iron bars or something. Or come over and fix it if you don't Wow, that just sounds like someone's offering to do the work for me. So why would I... Where's my incentive? Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about this side now. Now we've got the plan. Watching those guys fall down in the background is quite amusing. It's all intentional, like these go this way. Go sideways. That one is wrong. That one I admit is wrong. There we go. No, wait, it was... No. That way. There we go. There you go. The rest is all intentional. This is meant to be striped that way, and these are meant to be striped that way. That's intentional design. There's just that one that was wrong. All the rest are the same way. Can blast those furnaces, yo. These are all striped that way. Oh, that one's wrong. That one's wrong. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. There was one that was wrong. You guys are acting like they're all higgledy-piggledy all over the place. Think about it. The blast furnace might be quite nice to have there as sort of a vent. Actually using the blast furnace for its proper use. Oh, got some big blocks here. Okay, so I need to go get a load of blocks because I need to put in these things in place. Crazy observer. Lights going all around. Oop. And this one's going to be interesting. That will actually need the... Okay. There we go. Then I think from here we're okay. We just need the solid block thing. It's just in this exact diagonal we're also going to need the stone dust. And I need off here, which there's nowhere to get to. Oh, there is. Boop. Boop. So then yeah, we can build up the wall on the inside. I mean, it's still weird, but there's a pattern. Yeah, there's a pattern. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. I don't know how I missed that one. I looked at it like 5 times. Then we need one more redstone bit just there. That should all be all the diagonals, because this can then detect that, which... Right? Yes. That's annoying, because that's going to now have to be a solid. Doesn't really work. Oh, we'll just have to deal with that one, I think. That's just going to have to be there, because then... This is annoying. Some weird bits. There. That's fine, we just need a solid there. But here again we'll have to do the solid with a redstone. So we're actually going to have a few of those because there are some of those, which makes it stick out a bit more than I was hoping. But when that has a light going around it, I think that's going to look really cool. So yeah, we're going to have to extend the inner wall in places to make it work. So here, really want to go like this. That there. Unless I do that, but then that's going to be a 2-tick delay. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm doing this silly because technically that would go there because we are doing the... We're putting them where the sand currently is, not where the deep state's going to be. So that would work. It would have to be another redstone job like that, but that's fine. And the next one would be there. Now this is getting annoying though because it's not lining up where I can put them this way. Unless I have been put that way. Ah! I do have some interesting music playing. It's still on my playlist, isn't it? Yeah, it's still on the playlist. Because observers will be that way. Yeah, it's just going to take some finagling, I think. 10 minutes. That'll probably be where we end up calling the stream then, if that's the case. Yeah, we could just, for now, I can put these all in. See where these are all going to go. Also, figure out how many more we need. And yeah, I'm glad I'm getting this in before I did the main building. Because, oof, that would be a pain in the backside to move. Because yeah, these are easy. Look, I just go bam, bam, bam. Put some blocks there. I'm out of observers now, but yeah, these are all going to be real easy, especially this line here. That's going to look. And yeah, once I get that running, I'll have like some sort of reset button that can kickstart it if it ever turns off. Maybe like do a hopper clock that resets every time the signal manages to do a full loop. So if it's running, it doesn't try and re-kick it, and then if it ever times out, it does a quick little piston push to reactivate it or something. Yeah, I'm glad we figured out what we're doing down here, so I don't have to change the whole thing. Hopefully it will look quite good when it's done. Definitely liking the amount of lighting that's going to be going on in this place when it's done. Hopefully the circuit is going to be nice and big enough that it will look nice spinning around. Right, go deposit my junk items. Leftover redstone bits. Right, gents. A4. I think that's all really that's going in here. Good job, gents. Got some work for you. Here is a bunch of building materials. Oh, gravel doesn't go in there. Gravel goes in. Get the work. Do it. I believe in you. Good job. Good job, Jen. Let's just tidy up a bit before we wrap up today. And yeah, let's go over the checklist. Got Dark Prismarine installed. We've got our villagers brought over. We've got the wall started. We need a lot more deep slate than we currently have. And we've got this wasn't even planned. The light sort of fixture ready to sort of be put together and installed. Just need a lot more observers and a lot more bricks to actually do it. Yeah, once that's in place, that'll look cool. That's still running. You're over there. We have villagers over here now. A temporary holding cell. We've got 4, 5? 4. I need to go get some more food. So yeah, we'll fly back over quickly because I have a whole chest of food ready for them. Although they're probably not breeding because there's not enough beds at this point. So yeah, we need to look at moving the villagers further away. Lapis is on. Hello. Hello, stranger. A little while. Good to see. See? Yeah, let's go get a. I've got a bunch of bread I want to go get. So let's go grab that from this farm right down here. Let's not come down super hot and smash our face. How you doing? Oh, productive. I see. We've got some bone meal. What about around the other side? Yes. So that's the hopper one. Silly, that's the one that does the hopper. That's the one that doesn't. I think there's another hopper one over here. Better. Hey, you're so close to doing it. But we are going to steal a few of these over for the base. Ugh. That's a full-on storm, actually, I think. Lapis comes on and everything turns to thunderstorms and danger. Let's fly on back. Now we got our bread. We'll make up a few more beds. Oh. Yeah, the lightning. Make up a few more beds for our villagers. Need to be able to do stuff. Now this building, I definitely want to put a light entrance in as well. I'm not going down. Oh, because I'm in the up. There we go. Have some sort of flight entrance to get into. Right, we need some wool. And we need some wood. We need some beds. No, maybe not that many. Let's do that many. Get them in just so we can get more villagers ready for when we want to start moving them around the base. So I don't have to wait as long for them. If I do this. Through these. I might make a couple more. Yeah, so how many more do I need? 1, 2, 3. 3 more beds. 3. And we just pop, pop, and pop. There you go. There should be plenty of baby making available now. Wow, that am I? Okay, I'll have to make one here real quick. Come on, I can do it. Squeeze out. Yes. Before any of them manage to escape. Okay, right. How long we got? We got 4 minutes. What can we get done in 4 minutes? We can give them the rest of the bread that I somehow managed to pick back up. Gimme. Nice. Right, bread. Bread. Breed. Make it the babies. It's weird how those blocks in the middle look a very different colour. You're getting crumbs everywhere. Crumbs going all over the bed. Terrible. Terrible etiquette. I don't know why you're also clustering around that one little hole. Yeah, well, we'll give them their privacy. Also, do I have much of this black stone slab? Because I have that little gap. Getting a bit annoying. Let's go have a look. On the chest, we have black stone. We don't need more of those slabs, so I'm just going to make a whole bunch of them. Get that installed so I don't have to keep jumping around the big stairway. So I'll be able to come up here, go across. This. Go. Now I can put a door. What? A doorway here at some point. I'm not gonna quite do that just yet because I want that sign to be still. let's fix this up as well. So we need our prismarine bricks. Hello, Ghast. I really need to give you a name. Right, I need some of these and some of those. I'm not going to need too many. Get back up. So, water Veta. 1 minute, 1 minute, we can do it. We can do it. And then we'll send you over to, I think Dark Age Man is streaming. So I'll probably send you over there in a minute. Just to say hi to him. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Bye, Borg. And we will get this done as final bit of building today. Brilliant, right. So thanks everyone for joining. Hope you've had a good time. Let me find Dark Age. He is still... He is still going? I thought he was. I had a stream notification. That's Dark Fan, wrong one. Let's send you over to Dark Fans. Yeah, thanks for joining, and we will see you later next week for some more.